Kapla warriors. And hello, superhumans. Today, I'll be hosting the stream. I hope you all had a good Friday and will enjoy your weekend and have a happy ending. Hello, all. Export asked me to please tell you to watch on Twitch. We are very, very close to monetization. Today, I'll try playing In the Mirror, Cinderella's game. I will also be giving a preview of the next video at the end of stream. It will be released for Tier 3 members at 9 p.m. after stream. And it will be out for everyone else on Monday, 11 a.m. It has a new song, music video, on Tuesday. Don't call me Gray Gray. Cinderella and Siren are waiting for their turn to host. Siren told me she enjoyed hosting last week. She said it was a splash. Let's review the schedule for Export stream. And thank you to Sarlacc104 for subscribing on Twitch. On Twitch to get monetization, Lias. The schedule is Mondays, gaming. Tuesdays, karaoke. Wednesdays, class with Dr. Export. Thursdays, gaming. And Fridays, today, Nikkei Impressions, also known as host streams, guest host streams. This Wednesday's class will be the science of spices. And on Monday, there will be a virtual dinner party. Everyone will bring their own burger. Thank you to Brave Wolf 117 for following on Twitch. Export will be most pleased. Amazing. And on Monday, instead of Dinkum, Export might play GeoGuessr. Has anyone in the chat played GeoGuessr? DM Export believes cinnamon comes from Indonesia. Let's check in on the fish tank. All right. Nothing new today. Looks like everyone's doing all right. And at the end of stream, you guys will vote for who will replace me on next week's poll. Currently, Sugar, Yan, and Lilywise are still on it. Options for potential additions are Crown and one other that I will have to think about and remember. Don't call me Gray Gray. The main heroine is Cinderella. All right, let's get started. Notice you can see her behind through her thigh gap. Amazing. All right. I am a genius designer. Plot indeed, Derpfeather. touch to continue. That is what she said. Yes, Zephyr. In the United States, it's Mother's Day on Sunday. In Mexico, it's Mother's Day on Saturday. Confirm. Let's go. All right. Looking good, Cinderella. Thanks, Bird Asia T, for following on Twitch. Due to brain damage and 6 months having passed, please forgive me for having no idea what I'm doing. Agreed, as a Tinto. She's well designed. Oops. That's better. Hello, Joshua. Thank you for the compliment. But I haven't prepared anything for you. Brave Wolf 117. Do you know that the milk eventually stops coming? The parts where she floats down are most stimulating. What kind of cookies, Brave Wolf? Braven Wolf. I apologize. Dirt Feather. Love can bloom anywhere. Oof. Braven Wolf, not necessarily. Depends on if the baby is being nursed. It can continue for as long as the baby nurses. Export educated me on breastfeeding. This knowledge is part of her occupation. Just a moment. Allow me to catch up on the chat. What are vanilla chips, Braven Wolf? Derp Feather, I said love can bloom anywhere. Didn't say it would. Keiki Chim, are you referring to the breastfeeding? Ranstuin, I can't possibly choose between my daughters. And by that I mean Cinderella. DM, I can't reveal details on the Womb Force 9000. It's highly classified. Gamma Spectre, what is a PyCon? Where do you buy vanilla chips, Braven Wolf? Did you invent these? Are they of your design? Keiki Chim, I apologize for educating you on a topic in which you were not interested. A Mexican sweet roll. That sounds delicious, Gamma Spectre. What kind? Export is very fond of what she calls conchas. My abs routine includes Russian twists and a sit-ups every time that Cinderella looks in the mirror. I call it the mirror challenge. Joshua, Siren did tell me, but due to my brain damage, can you remind me? I can't always retain information. Just a moment as I catch up on the chat. God of Wolves. 1 each time she looks in the mirror. She does it approximately every 2 seconds, according to my data. 1F. Cinderella told me she's going for tone, not bulk. Charlemagne. What are you putting ketchup on? Not cookies, I hope. Joshua. I'm flattered. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Dirtfeather. That question is a violation. Regardless of the answer, you are not permitted to charge in me. DM. Both are beautiful. How dare you not buy both? Why would she need to change? She's already perfect. I designed her that way. I'm disappointed to hear that you voted for Rappy, Zephyr. I suggest... Why is this... I suggest you make better choices next time. Well, that's fun. Charlemagne. Thank you for agreeing with me. It's the only correct opinion. Interesting. Joshua. Plot spoiler allows me to redirect all your simping to Cinderella, so it's fine. That's what I designed it to do. Catching up on the stream again. Wow, I've missed a lot of comments. Just a moment. Chris, I'm sure that the chat can help you define that. Yes, Dirtfeather. The brain damage is a challenge. But I do remember that I don't like being called Gray. Sleepy. Of course it's a cool name. Everything I make is cool. Especially Cinderella. Darn, it's locked. Thank you, God of Wolves, for the definition. I don't remember which way I came from. Oops. I was looking at the chat. It's dangerous to read chat during battle. Blacklight. I think we're going to need to apply some Vophouse to fix that horrible thing you wrote in chat. Excellent. Ravenwolf. Yes, she would. Until they retcon it for a third time. Wait, what? What? Redacted. I'm not familiar with the term orbiters. Are you referring to planets? It's amusing, aiming at them from directly above or below. As a Tinto, my new outfit complements Cinderella perfectly. So, I like it. It's just what I needed. One F. I wouldn't use that precise term, though I have heard it used to describe me. But can I really be classified as a simp if I designed and made her? Thank you, Moisesekiel Gutierrez. That's very touching. Interesting, Redacted. That term must be from before export began watching streams. DM. Yes, I do enable perfection. Sleepy. That is disturbing. Export would not describe herself as a simp for her sister. But I believe some characters known as the Lannisters would. Charlemagne, how dare you devalue me that way? Hi, Otter. I thought your guess on today's video was funny. Because it was pilgrims when they weren't an option. Ha, ha. Very comedically humorous. Thanks, the Crow Cloud, for following on Twitch. Please stay away from out of context. It seems there's nowhere to transport. How disappointing. Thanks, Trilith324, for following on Twitch. It appears I'm trapped. Catching up on the chat. PlayfulOtter. Bunny suit is not really my style. This area really looks like hell. Or Genshin. Export can't really tell the difference. Shadow Wolf. That's what she said. Mana is a great doctor. Just like me. And thanks, Prince of Assembla, for following on Twitch. These names are challenging for my brain-damaged brain. Fair enough, Otter. The Crow Cloud. Neither. This is my own voice. It's my voice. I'm just voice acting. Surprised appearance from Export. I'm doing roast. She's speaking in robot style to accurately reflect my voice post brain damage. Keiki Chim, I am told that Greek yogurt is highly nutritious. Excellent for building muscle in superhumans. Just a moment as I drink some water. Hydration is key. Master Chief, no, we didn't. And we never will, because Shift Up only did it because it sounded cool. Like many forgotten plot points. Remember the Rappy aging backwards thing? They're hoping you don't. 1F, that's very generous of him to help the humans. Excuse me. There. As a Tinto, it was once stated that Rappy ages backwards, but has not been referred to since. It's every time she activates Red Hood. Oops. Charlemagne. The superhuman did not steal my daughter. It's all consensual. He is a noble superhuman. It's in somewhere like Chapter 8, during the post-Marian defeat conversation with her boss. DM, I suppose that is a possibility that it is a translation error. Prince of Prince, I'm flattered. even though you're incorrect. I appreciate the sentiment. Exactly, Azatinto. He was a suitable match. Why am I missing? Red Hood lives rent-free in your head. Does she cause you to age backwards, Otter? Interesting. Here is where I am. Yes, Rigginss. It is I, Grave. Don't call me Grey Grey. Too far to jump. No, only Cinderella can sleep in the coffin. I hear it's comfortable. Otter, yes. I do have auto-aim turned on, and easy mode. It's difficult with my brain damage to switch my attention between the game and the chat. If it's more difficult for me than for export, remains to be seen. What about superhuman, Master Chief? I'm not sure what your question is. DM. Apparently, yes. That's how Cinderella fights, as Export was reminded by a very passionate viewer who corrected her Pilgrim Burst animation tier list. How do you all feel about my new face? Yes, Blacklight, I understand that the canine is a voice actress as well. Derpfeather. Play is a strong word. More like get lost and scream at scary things. Catching up on the chat. God of Wolves, that's a difficult question. It is an excellent canine. Just a moment. Ah, I understand, Master Chief. He is an exception. Thank you, Azatinto, for the compliment on my half-mask. I like it. 1F, please do not poke my face. Thank you, Erasmus. Exactly, Otter. That was her bolt impression. Catching up on the chat. Symphony of War. I'm not familiar with that game. DM, what does the F mean? Charlemagne, you're correct. She's naturally beautiful. She has double eyelashes, like the superhuman Elizabeth Taylor. Speaking of retcons, Remember when they changed Bolt's name to Volt? Export is still upset about that. Export, Rigginss, is not the boss of me. However, Snow White can do anything she wants because she is perfect, just like Cinderella. Darn it. Oops. Which dog are you referring to, Charlemagne? Export's dog or Volt? Volt. Rigginss, you are correct. Asa, the translation team really couldn't decide. In the first summer event, they switched it mid-sentence between the two. However, I understand that in many Asian languages, the V sound does not exist. So the mistake perhaps makes sense. Catching up on the chat. Master Chief, yes, I could do that. God of Wolves is correct. Export has not revealed the name of her dog. However, she has said that its name was inspired by an anime. DM, you are not welcome in the chat with such comments. Cinderella can never be called mid. Keiki Chim. Export is also part Asian. Not full. And in Tagalog, there is no F or V. Thanks to everyone watching in Twitch. We're going to hit monetization soon, and then Export can stop harassing you about it. Asa, that's correct. Her name is not Ein Blacklight. I seem to be lost. Thank you, Asa. Nice to meet a fellow mestiza or mestizo. A fellow Filipino. I believe there are several others that often join Export streams. Pinoy, correct. Pinoy or Pine. And it's Asian American Heritage Month. this way. Gamma Spectre. Export will be pleased that you viewed it as a playful reminder and not harassment. Which half? What? Ah, I see. Out of context. Export does not agree. Let's check the map. Catching up. Ah. Charlemagne, you are also half Filipino. Also Pinoy. Aza, what is your favorite Filipino food? Redacted. Cinderella actually did in Export's Pilgrim Burst animation tier list. Export is very proud of that scene. She tells me she will link it in the chat. Aza, excellent choice. Export also enjoys Pancit Bihon. And laing. Have all of you finished the event hard mode yet? What did you think of the ending? Rigginss, Filipino food is excellent. It's nice there are so many more Filipino restaurants these days. Outside of the Bay Area. Charlemagne, I'm sorry to hear that. About your Lola. Thanks, Octavir, for following on Twitch. Blue Cthulhu. Were you referring to lumpia as generic? Export has spent her entire adulthood trying to find lumpia that tastes as good as she remembers the lumpia in her childhood. Without success. Master Chief, is it really a spoiler when Shift Up spoiled it a week early? I've been here before. Blue Cthulhu, does the fact that it's easy to make it any less delicious? Whoa, Moises Ezekiel Gutierrez. That is offensive. While that is historically where it was inspired from, they are different. How about your favorite Filipino dessert or kakanin? It's hard to say that. That did not sound right in this voice. It's difficult to speak another language during an impression. Export particularly likes karaoke, though it seems to be more difficult to find sometimes in this area. Yes, redacted. That is true. There's lumpia, sariwa, and others. Good, Blue Cthulhu. Then you and Export are on the same page. Isaiah, thank you for joining. Yes, Gamma Spectre, it did not sound good. Are you referring to when Export said the Filipino words as grave as me? Ah, yes, Blue Cthulhu. Excellent choices. Export has found two places that serve Tahoe. Export tried vegan lumpia made with Beyond Meat once. It was terrible. Master Chief, is the talk of lumpia confusing because I am grave and not Export? Master Chief, you've never heard of lumpia? Moises Ezekiel, are you also Pinoy? Beyond Meat is a vegan fake meat, similar to Impossible Meat, but worse. I understand your comment now, Moises Ezekiel. Yes, the vegan lumpia I ate, that Export ate, was disgusting. This seems like a good point to stop my game. Oh. The canine is speaking again. Do any of you in the chat speak canine? DM, Export mostly does not miss meat, with a few exceptions. Pork lumpia, corned beef, pepperoni, and carne asada fries. Master Chief, Export eats mostly vegan, with some vegetarian exceptions. Keiki Chim, what would be an appropriate treat for this canine? How many of you saw today's Gacha's suffering? We're going to do that again, but with the purple molds. Also, Export suggests that the next virtual dinner party should be Filipino food, depending on how easy all of the viewers can access that.
You are beautiful as well. And
Filipino
beautiful
food
things
is
should
plenty
always remain
in the area
the
that
same
Export
place.
lives in. But she recognizes that is not the case in all areas. Wrong button. Interesting, redacted. What is their name? God of Wolves, Latin American food, is separate from Filipino food, but would also be a good category. Moise Ezekiel, Export would not like that vegan lumpia. She's not fond of bean sprouts. God of Wolves, what kind of food is Bolivian? As in what dishes? Interesting, redacted. Export will be sure to check that out. Alright, everyone. Comment in the chat. Charlemagne. Export has so many copies because she's a whale, and because she's saving them for weekly core upgrade quests. Isaiah. I have abs of steel. Thank you, Sleepy, for your guess. Gamma Spectre. At the very least, most frozen areas and grocery stores will carry lumpia. At least in Export's experience. Okay. These molds have a 20% chance that Export will pull 20 units. Guess how many you think will be SSRs. And name at least one Nikkei that will be pulled. I see some of you were prepared. Amazing. Master Chief, perhaps then they are hard as adamantium. Keiki Chim, some refer to lumpia as Filipino egg rolls. Export has stood up to get her 250 hourly steps in. Can't break the streak. And she actually did already during her nap. As a Tinto, Export will be doing 20 pulls with her molds. And you, the viewers, should guess how many pulls will be SSRs and name one Nikkei that will be included. Zero, Ezekiel. That's harsh. Keiki Chim, 20 hours of live stream? What are you referring to? Perhaps for 100,000 subs. Maybe. Export is approaching 10,000 subs. She recently reached 8,000. So far, a bunny girl V-Roid outfit seems to be part of the 10K celebration. Any other ideas for how to celebrate? Nyjin. No, she did not walk during the nap. That's why she doesn't want to miss this hour. Let's see. Should be nearly there. And almost at 10,000. Otter, I thought I misread your comment at first. Excellent. 250 steps. Amazing. Just a moment. All right. Let's begin after I adjust the microphone. Let's do this. One noir. That's good, I guess. PlayfulOtter. I read it correctly, but was confused for a moment. All right. Last chance to guess. Will I be able to get at least one more? Okay. Let's go. Ouch. That hurts. Disappointing. I mean, this morning's rolls were good, so I guess Export can't complain. She did very well, and the Gacha is not suffering. Alright, everyone. This is Export's last stream for the week. Join her on Monday for burgers and gaming. Looks like Noir was already MLB, so it wasn't a great roll. True, Blue Cthulhu. Can't win them all. Ice cream. There are many excellent vegan ice creams these days, Gamma Spectre. Ben & Jerry's has begun carrying them made of oat milk. Out of context. Thank you. This is unexpected. I haven't prepared a gift for you. This is just what I needed. Anyone recognize those lines? I'm not just saying random things. Do you guys want to see how many Nikke's Export has max cord? Let's count. Looks like 10. All right, anyone. Any questions or comments before I go? I will be previewing the new video before. It will be out for Tier 3 members after the stream, and for everyone else at the usual time, Monday at 11 a.m. with the music video from the new video also coming out on Tuesday. I'm just going to wait for the member notifications to finish popping up before I play the video. While we're waiting, please follow on Twitch. Yes, Zebrin. That was out of context. Yes, Blacklight. That's right. As a Tinto, I'm previewing the new video that will come out on Monday for everyone except Tier 3 members who will have access early tonight. Alright. Thank you, Rigginss, for following on Twitch. This new video is about the overspec system and why it's terrible. And there's a song at the end of it about the overspec system. This opening skit in the video is from a Disney movie. Comment in the chat if you recognize what movie it's from. Let's go.
Marion, Chime, got a little riddle for you. How do you kill a gacha game?
I do not know.
Collab with Persona?
Well, actually, the answer I was looking for was greed. But I suppose collabing with Persona is also acceptable. And the best way to get real greedy real fast is to mess with your gacha rates.
When talking about Nikke,
Alright. Did anyone recognize that reference? Yes, Gamma Spectre. Correct. Well done. Now, before we finish, it's time to vote on who will replace me in the impression election poll. Would you like me to be replaced by Crown or Siren? That would make all the options be either Crown or Siren, in addition to Lilywise, Sugar, or Yan. Prepare to vote. Otter, you're correct. However, it's time for me to cycle out. Keiki Chim. I don't know if doing an impression of Red Hood is a good idea, considering how people feel about her voice. People, including me. Maybe not, though. Otter, the poll is who replaces me as an option for Tuesday's impression election. The poll will include Sugar, Yan, Lilywise, and the winner of this poll. Nijin, that's a typo. I'm sorry. Due to the brain damage. Thank you, Otter, for informing me. It seems Siren is winning, though she just hosted last week. Okay. Calling it at 9:02. Or when everyone has voted. Charlemagne, we can discuss that in Monday's stream. Excellent idea. Thank you, Gamma Spectre. The feeling is mutual. PlayfulOtter. Yes. That sounds like Crown. Alright. 902. I'm calling it. The winner is Siren, one of my daughters. Alright. Thank you to everyone who joined me tonight. Not sure if there will be a video the week of the 19th. This latest one was a lot of work for export, and it features a new song. She hopes you'll watch it on Monday, or for Tier 3 people to watch tonight, and let export know what you think in the Discord. She does plan to have May's Royal Hour episode out on the 26th, though. I hope this weekend... Oh, thank you, Sleepy. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you to Sleepy and Out of Context. Anything else you'd like to hear me say before I go? It'll be a few weeks before I return. Last chance. Thank you, Rigginss. All right. I hope this weekend you all have a happy ending. You deserve it. Oh, just a moment. Some comments came in. Let's go full power. People die when they are killed. Sleepy, I'm sorry. That's taking it too far. I'm turning the music off. So you can hear better. And get a better recording. Let's go full power. All right. Sleepy, I can't give you permission for that. People die when they are killed. Shut up, Siren. All right. I hope you all have your happy ending. You deserve it. Paalam, Ingat, Majram, and buen fin de semana.